I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit of a shonen-centric type of anime fan. Well, not just shonen specifically, just any anime that's fighting as a big part of it. I just say shonen because when you think of shonen, you think of fighting animes like Dragon Ball and shit. But I mean just any show from any magazine that has some sort of fighting in it. It's just an unconscious thing that I gravitate to stuff like that. Anything that involves fighting. I don't know what it is, to be honest. It's like a hidden gene or something. Or I like to watch animes where people beat the shit out of each other. I never do it consciously. I won't watch an anime just because it doesn't have fighting in it. There's lots of animes I fuck with that have almost zero fighting in them. But if you took all the animes I watched in total, and then split it between fighting types and non-fighting types, I'm betting at least 80% of those, maybe even 90, would be considered fighting shonen animes. I don't hate anything specific in particular, besides like isekai because it's just a cesspool. But besides that, I'm not going around shitting on other types of genres. I mean, I shit on comedy animes, but I'm not shitting on the genre itself. Comedy as a genre is easily a top 3 for me, probably top 2. I would only say it's behind like action shit. My favorite cartoons growing up was shit like South Park and Futurama. Those shits were funny as hell. I mean, letting your 9-year-old kid watch that isn't probably the best idea for you. If you got kids, I don't need to say this, but probably don't let them watch shit like that. Not when they're 9 years old at least. But I mean, I watched that and it turned out fine, so take that however you want to take it. I really like animes that do comedy. It just happens that all the ones that attempt to do comedy are shit. Most people can't think back to a time recently where they had a real laugh at an anime. The jokes are dry and stale as fuck. Animes I don't watch with intention of watching them for the comedy end up being the funniest to me. The only purely comedy animes I watched and I really laughed at were Gintama, Nichijou, Prison School, and probably 1 or 2 more max I can't think of. The rest range from okay to dog shit, like Way of Household Husband for example. It felt like it had a lot of potential to be actually funny when I first heard about it. My friend was gassing it up because they read the manga for it and they thought it was funny. So I was really looking forward to watching it, I'm not gonna lie. Like one of the top things I was looking forward to that season. And then I watched it. So when are we gonna get past the manga preview and get to the anime? Wait, this is the anime? This what I'm looking at right now? You're not trolling, right? This is the anime. Yeah, you're trolling, bro. I've seen fan animations for mangas that have better animation than this. What was it? JC Staff, they're the ones who made this anime, right? There is no way they got a whole studio to make an anime and they came up with a slideshow. This shit it's just a fucking slideshow. The mouths don't even move. It's not even it's just pictures. It's pictures. It's colored manga. I don't know why I stuck through so many episodes. They weren't gonna switch it up midway and give the anime actual animation. It was just still images with sometimes getting a character with mouth movement. The sad part is the manga is probably actually funny. Me and my friend have similar humor in a lot of shit, so I wasn't doubting that it wasn't funny. The manga is probably way funnier than the anime is making it out to be. It was just a bad adaptation. At least I hope so. That's really besides the point though. That wasn't what I was trying to get at for the video. What I'm really trying to get at is the sad anime genre. I don't think it's just one specific genre though. Just animes people look for to make them sad and depressed and shit. That alone makes it not sound all that interesting to watch. Like watching an anime because you want to clear your mood and shit sounds pretty weird to say out loud. But it definitely has an audience. Cause lots of people love that type of shit. I didn't really feel anything towards the genre, and I still kinda don't. It's just there for the most part. I didn't get any interest in it. But I did try 2 animes that I think are the make you cry type. One of them my friend recommended me because he got really emotional with it and stuff. He was trying to get me to watch it for a while, but I never got to it. But at that point I really had nothing else to watch, so I gave it a chance. The anime he recommended me was Anohana. I think it's one of the ones most people watched, so you probably already know about it. If you don't, it's basically about a group of kids who grew up but they all split apart. They got jobs to dress new friends and shit, and ended up splitting apart. One of them's a shut-in, and for some reason he started seeing ghosts of one of his childhood friends. Before they split they had another friend, but she ended up dying from rolling down a bank and drowning. So the shut-in guy just kept seeing her ghosts and shit as a kid, the whole time she was just in his house. Then they end up meeting again after a few years, and they basically try to send off their friend so that she just isn't wandering around. That's basically what it was about more or less for the most part. Just adding all the shit that would make people cry to that. I thought it was alright mostly. I didn't think it was good or bad. The main thing was that it didn't make me sad at all. If anything, I was kinda happy about it, cause they got closure on that old friend they had. There was really nothing to be sad about with all that. It was just them having a BBQ and shit. I came in expecting something emotional and didn't get any of that, so I thought it was pretty mid to be honest. That was supposed to be one of the ones in everybody's top 5 or something, with the way my friend was gassing it up. So the fact that I didn't feel a little bit sad at all, it kinda cut my expectations a lot. What's crazy is that the same day I watched Made in Abyss for the first time, and that really made me emotional for real. The whole scene with Rico almost dying and Reg shitting himself about it was a lot more impactful than the whole Anohana shit. If you take out the dead ghost girl stuff, it's just them having a barbecue in the summer. I think I did watch one more like Anohana, But if I did, it left no impression on me, cause I can't even remember it. And I don't think people would really put Made in Abyss in the same category as the sob story stuff. It's just a really messed up adventure story with kids, so that makes it feel even more fucked up. When I think about it, with all the shit I feel emotional about in animes, none of them are close to the sad genre type. Fullmetal Alchemist is just a straight up shonen, Berserk is seinen, Vagabond seinen, Villain Saga seinen, Mob seinen. A lot of them are fighting related ironically. I felt a lot more emotional watching all this shit over the stuff that's supposed to specialize in it. I guess it's just a thing for some anime genres, or the best animes for a specific category don't specialize or mainly focused on that genre. Unironically, Dragon Ball is a better sob story than most sob story type of animes, and I don't even know or understand Dragon Ball like that. I watched Super and then GT and some Z growing up, but I honestly remember almost none of it. I just know Cell dying or whatever the fuck was more impactful than niggas having a barbecue. If you enjoyed, go watch some of my other shit about anime. That's all I have to say though. Peace.